Yo, what is cooking, gang? So I know in the previous video, I was kind of previewing this strategy that I've been working on slash trading. It's kind of like the Powell trades, if you guys know him, or as I mentioned in the previous video, Angus, my other mentor. So it's kind of like Powell trades, yeah. So key open, shit like that, still ICT to some regard, but more so using daily opens, midnight opens, key opens as entries. Okay, so we took one win and one loss today. I do want to recap both of these trades here. For this very first trade, the narrative that you need to understand here is basically yesterday I was pretty bullish, right? The reason I was bullish is because if we take a look here at all-time highs, we have these equal highs, right? Relative equal highs. So that's my draw on liquidity is going to be that target. So yesterday, obviously, we pushed up to here, so I was super bullish. Like, I was like, obviously, we're just going to run all-time highs. So I've been bullish since then. But yesterday, we did not do that. Instead, you can see we've just been chopping inside of this range. So my thesis going into today was we were chopping, doing this to create a fair value gap down here on the daily time frame that we could then fill, therefore sending us higher up to that all-time high. So that's exactly what we did yesterday, and if you saw any trades we took yesterday in that video, we did capture one, but today is a new day, right? So if we come here on the daily time frame, you can see going into today, because here's the new daily candle, we have this huge daily imbalance, right? So we have, boom, this nice big daily gap. So knowing that, if we come here and look at closer to market open, right? So in here, we have London session. Let me turn on this indicator so you can see it. We have London session up here. Then following London session, we have New York pre-market. And so London session, we have this nice sell-off down through the daily open. We sell all the way off, almost taking out the previous day low, but not quite taking it out. So we leave these relative equal lows down here. So this low and this low. So since I saw that we have relative equal lows and I was wanting previous day low to be taken out because this previous day low under here is going to be that daily fair value gap. My bad. So since I wanted to see that daily fair value gap get taken and then fuel us higher, I waited for that. Actually, no, I did not wait for that. I don't know why I said that. But since I wanted to see that daily fair value gap get held, price had not taking us out and we moved higher. So then all I did is I looked for a fib pull from the most recent swing high to the most recent swing low. So from this high down to this low, I pull the fib, right? And you can see exactly where it's already lining up. It's lining up right there. So I already have that fib on my chart. Cool. That lines up with this daily open. So price in pre-market had chopped up, leaving this sell side down here with this engineered liquidity just above. So we have relative equal lows. Perfect, right? Great target. We're sitting here. Price comes up and we start slowing down once we hit this 61866 level, the golden pocket. So once we start slowing up there, no problem. That's great. We're waiting for it to kind of chop up and just tap into this daily open. Simply have a limit order set right here with our stop just above, like 1 pip above the 786 level. If I zoom in here, you might be able to see. So entry on the daily open exactly, and then just like 1 pip above here on this on the 786 level for the stop loss. So get a nice entry there at a 1-to-1. We move stop loss to break even. Then we get a nice huge dump off straight down here into previous day low, which is where I was wanting to take my profit. Now, since, as I mentioned in yesterday's video, I'm not fully comfortable executing these on live accounts. I did not take this trade on a live account. It was just a paper trade, but still, it's helping me build my confidence with this model because I'm coming from trading PB trading model. So, which is a very good model. If you like that, keep trading it. It's very good. I just don't like the risk to reward. So this trade here, paper traded, but I did catch it. I'll show you guys the executions here. Actually, I can show you right now. So here are the executions. You can see my entry right here on the daily open. I took partials right here as I was at a 1-2-1, moved my stop loss to break even. Then I waited for that sell off. Once we hit this low down here, I started closing my position. Now, since I was on paper trading, if you guys have ever used it, it like lags mad hard. So we got this hard sell off and I wanted to partial like low key at these lows and then hold the rest for this low down here. But since we just dumped straight through this low, I was trying to close half my position. So I went on TradingView, I closed half the position, but it I don't even know, it just disappeared. I clicked enter and nothing happened for like 30 seconds. So I thought it didn't go through. So I went to close the half of my position again. I click close, and then boom, they both went through and closed the full position. So my full take profit was like somewhere in here. But regardless, still good. Obviously caught the trade. I mean, it's just a paper trade, so it doesn't really matter anyway. The whole point is we caught the trade, right? Then price, I was on my laptop taking that. So I was like, okay, market's open, boom. We exited our trade. Let's hop on my desktop here. So I was moving over, transitioning. But we came into my key level. And so what I wanted to see here, after we tapped into that fair value gap, I wanted just to see a simple closure above previous day low after we deviated below it, which we got. But by the time I got on my computer, we'd already closed all the way up here, and that closure is way too high. So I just straight missed this trade because I was not going to take this risk reward here up to, I don't even know, it's like a 1-to-1. So that's just horrible. So I did not take that. So I just simply skipped out on it. I was like, no problem, I'll just wait. Then price came down, and since we hadn't taken out all-time highs, we hadn't taken out London highs, we've taken out nothing up here. In my opinion, this was a beautiful entry here because we have this golden pocket, which is what this fib is, from the low to the high after we swept. So I was thinking this was a protected low, and we just were going to get a nice move higher up to London highs, at least previous day high. Like I thought we were going, bro. So I thought this retracement was perfect. Now this blue line here comes from the 4-hour. Now this is something, again, I was forward testing, right? So let me actually turn off executions here so it's a little bit easier to see. But this is, again, a forward test. So I do not like to use, here's a key detail about rejection blocks, right? So the only way a rejection block is valid is if it closes in the right direction. So for this to be a bullish rejection block, the candle needs to close bullish, or the candle after it needs to close bullish. But that hasn't happened yet, so this cannot be considered a bullish rejection block. But I'm forward testing, so I was like, screw it, we're trying to catch the retracement here. So I went ahead and used this wick as the rejection block, and you can see it got straight ran through. Now it did hold for a minute because it's overall a good spot to long from. Well, actually it didn't even hold, right? I had a limit order here on an actual eval account, and it straight got ran through. So I took one win on a paper trade and then got cooked on my eval. Like, LOL. But it doesn't matter because moving forward, I'm just going to be taking these on evals. I'm probably done paper trading this because I think I'm way more confident in the strategy now. But as you can see, it did respect this level for a minute. We were up a nice 1-to-1 here if obviously that wick didn't get us. But whatever, we got stopped out. It was a good look, but we got stopped out. That happens, right? And if you're managing risk, we would still be up like ARR because of the first win. So very good trade here. Didn't hold. That's why you don't use rejection blocks that are not validated by candle closures. And yeah, so anyway, that's pretty much going to do it. I hope you guys did enjoy this. If you guys have learned anything, it's to use key opens. They're very important. And also to make sure you wait on candle closures for your rejection blocks. But anyway, I got to take a shit. So that's all for me. 1 win, 1 loss today. Don't worry about the P&L. It's overall just about the trades, and 1 win, 1 loss. So we'll be back again soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys want to join the Discord for my mentor or anything like that, it is free at the moment. So drop a comment down below. I can drop that for you guys. But that's all for me, guys. Damn, we're tanking. Maybe we hit this weekly open. I think it's part. Ah, shit. Anyway, I'll catch y'all. Peace out.